Hi, I'm Joe Rand, and I'm Chief Creative Officer of Howard Hanna Rand Realty in New York and New Jersey. I oversee the company's training and compliance departments, which have traditionally required a whole series of live in-person trainings to make sure that people understand our systems, our programs, our compliance requirements, our disclosure forms, and things like that, and their own legal fiduciary obligations to their clients. It was very time intensive, required a lot of labor, and because it was often inconvenient for agents and employees to take it on their own and to make the classes, it was really inefficient because they would miss a class and then it wasn't being given for another cycle. And they might go months without getting the disclosure training that we really thought they need to get from the first day of starting with the company. We solved a lot of these problems with eWebinar. Now we take our introductory sessions on compliance and disclosures and whatnot, and we put them on eWebinar. We do the class one time, we get it perfect, and then our agents basically get on-demand access to all the instructionals, all the explainers about our systems and our disclosure requirements. So for example, rather than having a trainer go through page by page our disclosure packet, I do it. I do it right. I do it on the webinar. I show them the pages. I explain the pages. And I make sure it gets done exactly the way I want it to be done. We keep doing it until we get it perfect. And then every agent takes that particular explainer. It saves a lot of time, both mine, my trainers, my agents, and it's a lot more efficient because they don't miss a class. They take it on their on-demand time when they want to take it, when it fits within their schedule. And so there's never this big gap where they haven't taken the full cycle of classes they need to take. What I love most about eWebinar are the interactions. I really like the ability to be able to place tips and links and informational that layers on, because my experience is that people have very short attention spans when they're watching something, and so they need to be engaged, and they need like the pop-ups. It's like that old VH1 show where you'd watch the video and there'd be a pop-up bit of information about the video. Same idea. They're watching and then they see a link where they can get some other information, or they get a tip, or they get some aside. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it's supposed to engage them. And they get opportunities to give us feedback and give us information, which allows us to make the experience better. But the best part is that it really makes it feel as if it's live to them. They know it's not. They realize that I'm not doing a webinar at 11 o'clock at night for them. But it makes it feel as if it's live. And when they do post something in the chat and they hear back from us within a reasonable period of time, they feel as if they were heard, which I think is really important. It's one of the best parts about the eWebinar experience. I would recommend eWebinar. Any company that has to do the same pitch over and over again, the same instructional over and over again for employees or agents. And even we haven't used it for sales, but we're planning on using it for recruiting, because we can do a really good 15 or 20 minute sales pitch that lays out all of the advantages of working with our company. And we can make that like a baseline pitch for anybody who's thinking about joining the company, and they can take it on their own time, very privately. They don't have to, be live with us. They don't have to go meet us in a restaurant or be seen if they're thinking of changing companies. They can do it at their own convenience. They can engage with it. It makes it feel as if it's, plausibly live. And it can save us a lot of time. We can reach a lot more people with a lot less effort and a lot less money, for that matter. It's just much better than doing the same pitch. And anyone that does like a demo for a tech company and you have to do that same demo over and over again, it's so much easier just to send them the demo, let them watch it at their convenience. You don't have to get 10 people in a room at the same time, and then they get to watch the demo, and then they come back to you. Now you can answer their questions. Now you can say, well, you've seen the baseline video, let's go over and dig into how we can help you on a very specific level with this. Anyway, I hope you find this helpful. I have found eWebinar to be a terrific resource for my company. I think you probably will too. If you want to ask me any questions about it, just feel free to reach out and I'm happy to talk to you about it. Thanks for watching.